a faculty member in theater.
Oh, okay, nice, nice. Yeah, I'm Chan. I work part of the CSU. I'm on the board of directors as one of the at-large representatives.
Cool.
Yeah.
So
So
so being at large means you're not actually a student, you're working out in the field, and that you're
um I'm still a student, but essentially it's we don't have a specific role. It can be any platform that we want to run for. So for myself, I was running for to represent genderqueer students at CAP.
cool.
Yeah. So I just have a few questions. It shouldn't be too long. So is it okay if I just start now?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Perfect. So can you please tell me about a little bit about yourself and how you identify? If you would like, you can share your pronouns and what you do at Capilano.
Oh yeah, certainly. So I'm Stephen Atkins. Pronouns are he and him. I identify as queer, gay, and I've been working at Capilano since 1990. I started working here
Nice.
at the age of 26.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I've been around and I've experienced queerness through several stages and eras of our history together. As a theater professor or theater instructor, I teach directing, theater history, creative movement, voice, acting, and I think that's about it.
Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, I've always wondered about the film program at CAP. It looks so exciting.
Yeah, yeah, I do a little bit of film work. My work in film is mostly in writing. That's why I was about to say, should I say writing?
Oh,
Because I
nice.
write film, but I work in the theater department, which is acting for stage and screen. And the
Okay.
primary part of my career is in live theater.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I have a few friends that are in that program as well. Okay, so the next question is, what does pride look like for you?
Oh, that's a very interesting question because I've seen it morph over 30 years of activity. And I think we've traveled from being tolerated to being accepted. And now we are moving into a whole new phase of our history and our social presence. And there is a theory out there that says that as human beings, as a social animal, we usually define ourselves by how others see us. And I think in the past that has worked against us
Hmm.
because of the hegemony. And for me, I think pride is still how you see yourself in others' eyes. But we're at an age now where we can take pride in the fact that others are proud of us. So for me, pride is like two people looking at each other equally, and they're both proud of each other, whether they're queer, straight, or whatever.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I really like that answer. It's crazy or just so wild to see, even in the past two generations, how different it is with the level of acceptance.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, okay, so can you please tell me about a situation when you felt most proud to be part of the queer community?
Okay, so very recently, Elliot Page identified as trans. And almost immediately after that, Netflix said, "Way to go! You're our hero," and that kind of not only acceptance but cheering and the sense of celebration around the brave step that a person takes, because it is still a brave step, no matter how many safety nets we put around us. It's still in any kind of self moment of self-realization. There's a sense of personal doubt and kind of personal death of a persona or part of you that's not helping you anymore but holding you back. So when Netflix came out and said that, I was just like quite exuberant because my journey as an actor was quite different. Coming out in the 90s, I couldn't get roles because I was considered to look too effeminate on camera. So
Yeah,
it's great. Yeah.
yeah, it's very exciting, definitely, to see those changes. Perfect. Well, couple more. What's one thing at Capilano that you think they could do better to support the queer community?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, one doesn't want to be negative. I can say what things that they can continue doing,
Hmm.
and that is centering us in a way that includes, so that we don't have events and things that are queer only and so forth. And I think also the First Nation Student Center has done a very, very good job of this as well, and that it is there to support people, but it also has an open and welcoming presence. Like, come in on a Thursday and have a bowl of soup kind of
Yeah.
feel. And I think those kinds of things are welcome, and things that continue, rather than make things special and so forth, just say everybody is special. That to me is the
Mhm.
is the thing. And to be, have more forums where people can just converse as equals.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Perfect. And then what's one of your favorite memories associated with the community in general?
Up at Capilano,
Yeah,
I mean,
either a cap or just yeah.
a favorite memory. Let me think. That's going to be a hard one. Let me. Okay, well, here's something that happened. I was teaching with students and something like that, and one always gets a little bit butterflies in the stomach when you say something, especially as an instructor. And I was teaching a class at some point, and I let it sort of slip. Oh, it's and my husband works for Air Canada, and I gave an anecdote of my husband's work, and all of the students just clapped and said, "Yeah." And one doesn't want to do that to get attention, but to understand again that it's not one of those things where maybe a decade and a half ago, if I'd have said that, there would have been a gasp, rather than this very welcoming environment that we now find ourselves in, which I completely applaud back.
Yeah. Is that something that you've noticed more at CAP in the last 10
Oh
years?
yeah, yeah, definitely. I think that the atmosphere and the good work done by everybody at CAP in every community is really showing off, and it's building a
Yeah.
spirit.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay. So another question, do you have any parting advice that you would like to give anyone in the community at CapU?
Well, I think there's a very, very strong ethos and a very strong moral message that goes out to young people, especially when they're confronting their issues of identifying. And that is it's kind of a motto. It says, it gets better.
Hmm.
And I would like to say that, it not only gets better, it also just becomes your life.
Hmm.
And I think Eddie Izzard does a very good job of saying this. And he says that coming to terms with your identity can sometimes be a little bit more acutely focused upon. Like, as soon as you come to terms with your identity, then the heavens open up, you'll get a good job, you're going to have amazing friends and stuff like that. And it's kind of not the case. You come to terms with it, and then you deal with all of those other things as every other normal person does.
Hmm.
So my parting advice to everyone is that it gets better, and then you have to keep making it better with people around you, and finding friends and finding support and giving support when necessary. It
Yeah.
becomes a duty, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Do you think that students at CAP would maybe benefit from having some sort of mentorship program for them?
Absolutely. All of as an artist, I look back through all of my years, and I notice all of the people who had influences over me without directly instructing me in anything. Just by being who they were, or sharing their perception and their perspective on certain things, helped me develop my own, whether I agreed with them or not. So
Hmm.
that's what I see mentorship as, and I think it would be greatly, greatly beneficial.
Yeah, I think that would be something really special to have for the queer students at CAP for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's actually an endowment fund that we were able to establish this year with the CSU to help trans and two-spirit students. So we're pretty excited about that.
that's
Um,
great. Congratulations on
yeah,
that.
thank you so much. Yeah, is there anything else that you would like to add for um, the Pride celebration or?
No, just I'm just so happy and grateful that you are younger than me and you're entering this world. And I had to wait until I'm this age.
Yeah, yeah,
So stay young, stay positive, keep moving ahead and be happy and friendly with each other.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
You're
It's so
welcome.
nice to hear other people speak about their experience as well, because it's wild how much things have changed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it.
It was my pleasure. Thank you.
Okay. Well, have a good rest of your day.
Thank you. See you.